Danger.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Faded Truth. I'm so excited to be doing my food porn section today. It is 9 a.m. in Vegas. I am live with executive chef of the Pepper Club here, Mr. Chef Roman Allen. How you feeling today?
All good. Good morning. Good morning. Oh man.
I'm just so happy that I'm in this like cute setting.
I know.
I love
right?
I love the place.
It doesn't feel like Vegas out here, you know. I think that's what a lot of people say about it. Our property, it doesn't feel like Vegas. It pulls you away from the strip, and it's nice. So, yeah.
So I appreciate you having me today.
All day. All day.
So we are at Pepper Club Las Vegas by Todd English, and me and Chef Roman had a long conversation when we first met. He was a little bit nervous, and you know,
I'm still nervous.
We're gonna bear with him today, okay? All we need is a little bit of sake.
Right.
Okay, so I guess let's start off with some sake. Let's just warm it up.
Yeah,
I know you have your own sake.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me what sake is? Because I always learned it as like rice wine.
Yeah, it's a rice wine. And with this particular sake, it was just one of those things that, you know, me and two of my best friends from way back in school, ultimately, we were just, you know, interested in doing our own thing, and you know, it all started out with anime actually. So this particular sake is from our anime company called Otakaruma.
Okay.
It's a mid-level jinmai, and it was one of those things where we got drunk one night and we were like, all right, we need to do something cool, because we went to this one izakaya and then it wasn't up to par, you know.
What does izakaya mean?
Like, it's one of those like Japanese bars, you know. You got like finger food, tapas, you got skewers.
Okay, because we have one called izakaya in Jersey, in Borgata. It's a restaurant called izakaya, but I didn't know that was like a real.
Yeah, it's a legit like thing that you go to. And the one we went to didn't have sakes that we liked, so we were like, man, I think we can do better, you know. So we knew people in the industry, so we were like, let's do this. Let's talk to them. Is this possible? And then.
So base ingredients are
spring water, you know, the type of rice. This is a jinmai, and it depends on like how much of the husk is being taken out. But the way we try to do this is make sure it's more clean. It's called okiwari, it means seconds or back for more, so we try to make it playful. There's 3 characters in our anime company that we try to put on all our stuff. We have a rabbit, a raccoon, and a pug, which is supposed to represent me and my brothers, you know, from back then.
Are you the rabbit?
I'm the rabbit.
Right.
I'm the rabbit, yeah. All day.
The raccoon. Who's the raccoon?
Raccoon is my brother Samad, and the pug is my brother Jay. So
nice.
Yeah, we go way, way back. These are my day one guys. So,
okay, so how do you, is there a tradition with sake, or you just cheers it like normal?
Traditionally, they have these boxes, and it's supposed to like represent like good fortune, right? You fill it up, and it pours into the box, and you drink it. Yeah, but we'll keep it simple, you know. So,
okay, cheers.
Kanpai.
How do you say?
Kanpai.
Kanpai.
Kanpai. Yeah.
Okay, kanpai.
What do you think?
I always thought like. When growing up, sake, I'm like, it tastes like juice. I can literally chug this.
Oh yeah.
Tastes like Pinot Grigio kind of.
Sakes are creepers. Be careful. You'd be drinking like 20 of them, and then you'd be fine.
You do sake bombs?
You can. Oh, we can. I mean, it's not like.
No, I don't want to. I'm
no, you don't.
If you like
no,
them.
you don't want to do that. Yeah, the quality's too good. You know, you don't want to. You know, but it's clean, and it's meant for our food, our menu. Paired well.
Oh, so it's a good pairing thing too.
Great, it's great, yeah.
So, when was your 1-year anniversary for Pepper Club?
It was February. Supposed to be February 2nd, but I think it got pushed to March, so we just crossed it in March. So we're still fairly new. It's been a tough year, ups and downs.
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
know?
say, what's like, you think the hardest part about opening a fucking restaurant in Vegas? Like, just,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
No, so for us, it was a matter of like the urgency of opening because we have a very limited amount of time. For example, the staff, we got the staff hired in like a week. The original menu, we got it done in like a week. Like everything, I got on the project and they were like, oh, by the way, you have to open this in a month. So, I mean, for me, I'm like, okay, yeah, no big deal. Called everybody I know, like, hey, we're opening a restaurant, come through. And I'm grateful and I'm, you know, appreciate all the people that left their current jobs to come work here and they're still here. You know, I'm glad our retention rate is still pretty high and a lot of our day ones are still here. You know, I think that was the hardest part. It was going into a kitchen that, you know, I mean, what's a normal time? Like 6-8 months even to get something like this going? We did it in a month.
That's crazy.
And there was a lot of issues. Don't get me wrong, there was a lot of issues. It wasn't
Right.
perfect. We're still not perfect. We're still nowhere where we
that
want to
means
be.
you had a good team. And
We had a good
You guys
team,
support each
yeah.
other. Like, I know you said you guys were like family here.
Yeah, and that's the culture we're trying to create. Like we have to, you know, treat it like a family. When we see each other, I mean, you hear this everywhere from industry people. We see each other more than our own family. So,
Right.
you know, I mean, we have to be.
I have a
you
lot
know,
of good friends from the industry too,
Right?
that I've
Yeah.
stayed friends with that are like solid, you know, because we worked
Solid-
together for
solid
6-7
people.
years at the
Exactly.
club every 5
Exactly.
days a week.
Exactly. So you see, you know, where everyone's heart is, and that's something that we are trying to incorporate in our kitchen culture, our restaurant culture. That hey, look, like we're good people out here, and this is what we do, this is what we believe in, this is what we stand for, kind of thing. And you know, I'm grateful that you know they're still here and they all still got my back and they're not sick of me.
And that people don't realize, I don't think, the amount of hard work it takes to keep employees in Vegas. Like, it's so much
Yeah.
different than Jersey. Like, Jersey, we're like fucked up, hungover, rolling face, and we're going to work.
Yeah.
Okay, we're making that
Yeah.
money, right? Here, it's like, hey, I'm hungover, call out. Like, the retention rate for people is so hard,
Yeah,
no
and-
matter what industry out here. So I think it's great that you can keep that.
You know, it wasn't like that before. Like when I was in the kitchen, like way back then, like it was like just like you said, man, like 4 or 5 in the morning, we're either partying or we're out drinking at a bar, and we're just and we're not doing anything stupid. We're just drinking because it's been what? It's been 12, 13 hours at work,
Right,
and then we're back again the next day. No excuses, no nothing.
right.
You know, they have these Ivy, you know, RVs driving around town, and
You could get a drive-by IV.
yeah, you
Don't
can
give me
you can
no
get a drive.
shit.
Yeah, no excuses. $100, you're there for like less than 2 hours. 100%, you know, back. Yeah. So it's no excuse, but this day and age is different, you know. I mean, I'm sure the pandemic had something to do with it. you know.
Yeah, I think that really messed people up because people got comfortable being home, you know. People, like literally were like, oh, I can make money off my couch sometimes.
Yeah, it's a good thing and a bad thing at the same time, I think. I mean, for our industry, it's just very difficult to find people that not only care, but, you know, are disciplined enough to show up to work because, you know, a job's a job, and outside of that, they, you know, want to learn stuff. And that's the other thing I'm grateful about, is that our staff is big on learning, and we try to treat this place like a school. Like, you know, when you come in and you're working, not only are you working and getting paid, you're getting paid to learn. You know, it's crazy, but there's a lot of things that we do out here that is a little different from most restaurants, and I feel like that is one of the things that separate us from other places. It's just that the culture is different. You know, we look out for each other. We make sure that everyone still has a work-life balance outside of me, like, you know.
Yeah,
like,
you want to make sure that it's not just the only thing they're doing.
Yeah, I know.
Because that can take over your life when you work so much, you know. It's
Oh no,
hard
trust
to,
me, I'm working a lot right now,
Yeah.
but you know, for a good reason. Like, you know, I still feel like we're still disorganized in some parts. I still feel like
You're also a perfectionist too, so I don't know. They're gonna calm down anytime.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even. Trust me, I'd love to take a day off. I want to. Like, I want to just relax and come in and eat like our food and just relax and just make sure everything's going straight. I would love to do that, but we're short-staffed.
Yeah.
Like I said, things are still disorganized. We're still working on a few kinks, and it makes me happy when a lot of people say like, "Oh man, we don't even feel it." You know, like it feels like we're just, you know, like you guys have been here for.
You're taking on all the shit. It's
Yeah,
not, you know,
and I don't.
You're catching it too, so it's like.
I don't mind that at all, and I'm glad they say that, and it's another thing I tell to the staff, like, hey guys, look, we're doing great, but we still need to do this. We got to keep in mind this, and this. You know.
Well, it's good. I mean, it's different. Like, it takes somebody to be a leader. It takes a different type of person to be a leader, right?
Yeah.
And
no,
delegate
absolutely.
people and actually, you know, and that's why there's certain people in those positions. Like, I tell people at my job, like, sometimes I get a little too chummy with people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look, this is why I can't do this, because there's a line that needs to be drawn. There has to be some level of respect.
Right,
you know what I mean? Because we can't just be going out drinking and being best friends, and then you not show up to work, and then I'm supposed to be okay with it. You know?
Exactly.
So there's like levels to that. So it's like even being that person takes a lot.
I know.
Sometimes you're like, yeah, I know I'm the bitch. I don't give a fuck.
No, and I tell everybody here, like, look, like, it's a good working environment.
I don't make it stressful
like,
for you. You know?
Exactly.
Like,
there literally should only be one asshole, and that's me, yo. I'm sorry. And rarely do I pull that card. Rarely. Like, I have family here, and I'm like, yo, if he was fucking up, like, yeah, you're out. You know. But you know, like I said, I'm grateful. We got a good crew. Front of the house, back of the house, we got a good crew. You know, everybody cares. Everybody wants to be part of the bigger picture. Everybody wants this place to be successful. You know, and
everyone's working over here.
Yeah.
I don't see the behind the scenes. And we got the lovely Casey.
How's it going?
At the Pepper Club Las Vegas. What are we making right now?
We got ourselves a little Cayonda. It's a signature cocktail we have. Got our black salt. Some ice. We have it here on tap, actually.
Oh, you have the margarita on tap? Oh, shit. That's cool. Oh,
Lychee.
is that a lychee? Lychee?
Enjoy.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
the behind the scenes, though. We try to make it work. It's hot right now. It's hot as hell. We're putting up canopies.
It is hot.
You know?
He's over here in his jacket, I know. Don't you get hot in the kitchen wearing it? You guys be just sweating?
Oh, man. It's part of the gig.
Right.
I mean, you're
from DC?
Originally from DC.
Okay.
Yeah. Moved out here like 12, 13 years ago.
What do you miss about East Coast?
Just my people, that's it. Just my people.
Friends and family?
Friends and family. And the cool thing is that I don't have to worry about them so much because it's Vegas.
They just want to come and visit.
Everybody comes visit. Yeah, everybody visits. People I haven't seen in a while, they'll text me and, hey, we're coming through. You have any connects? It's always
that's always that.
It's always the first message. Like, yeah, let me know. Blah blah.
Yeah, can you give me a table of drinks?
Can you stop by the restaurant also, please? Thanks. Yeah, spend some money. Thanks.
Can you come support? Thanks.
Right. And that's my friends. I love my friends. When they come in, they don't expect free stuff. They don't expect comp stuff. They come in and they'll bring their friends and family.
Right.
And they'll spend money. So I'm just like, I'm grateful the support.
Yeah.
So I got good friends.
I mean, if you think about it, it's pretty cool because, like, when I go back home, I just got back from going back home, and it always is a great humbling experience for me when people that I know see me and they're like, oh my God, you're doing amazing, like, you're killing it out there, and and for me, I'm like, I'm not doing shit yet, in my mind.
I have the same mentality.
But then when you go home and you see people that don't live the lifestyle you live every day, and they're just like, wow, I can't believe you're doing this, and you're going here and you're fucking interviewing celebrities, and I'm like, yeah, I guess it's cool,
That's cool.
And then now I'm like, but when you think about it, you're like, it is fucking cool. I fucking run a restaurant in Las Vegas, the busiest mecca of the U.S.
Right.
Our food's bomb, our fucking place is bomb, so it's like you gotta congratulate yourself.
It's still, I know. It's my crew. It's my crew. Trust me, like, I can't do all this by myself. It's the whole staff. It's a team effort. And it's a family thing, and everyone will tell me, and everyone will tell you in the industry. That's hella cliche. That's the most cliche thing. Oh, we're a family. This is a family. We treat each other. No, here legitly, we treat each other like family. Like, we try to look out for each other. Yeah,
that's how businesses last.
And it's usually the thing that changes. Let's say I'm trying to hire somebody, right? And you already know they're good because they're old school, and they want certain things the way they want it, and they're willing to adapt. And the thing with them is like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I'm looking for a long-term spot. I'm looking for a spot where they treat people well and it's like a family environment. That's what I want. Because on the Strip, it ain't like that.
Right.
It's more cutthroat. It's hard to say, but you're just a number. Sorry, you're just another number. But out here, it's a little different. It's a little different. It is.
So, what's your favorite thing about Vegas, do you think?
In Las Vegas, for sure.
You lived here now 13 years.
I know.
You've seen a lot of transition.
There's so many things to do here. Like, I like outdoorsy stuff. I like camping, hiking. I snowboard. You know, ATVs, canoeing. I do outdoorsy stuff a lot.
Nice.
And a lot of people think, oh, Vegas is just Vegas,
right.
Partying, gambling. No, like literally in every part outside of Vegas, like there's all these activities. We have from Summerlin, we have 30-minute drive to a ski resort. We have a beach over at, you know, like Laughlin or Lake Mead, or you know, that area. Like Las Vegas, oh my God, like.
I wish it wasn't contaminated, but it's just pretty.
With what? Like
the water. They tell you not to swim in it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it's gross. I'm like, how's a lake I can't swim in?
We've heard the you know, those theories from back.
We jumped in anyway, but we got
exactly.
We got fined because we got water on the
Really?
boat. Yeah,
Okay.
Take the boat out.
Gotcha.
Like, they know because it's soaked.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
And everyone jumped in the water. It was just so hot. I'm like, why? Who rented a boat in July?
Oh man, everyone.
And you're telling me I can't go to the water? Fuck that.
I tell everybody, oh, you just want to go to Lake Las Vegas, or you want to go to, like, you know, here, any body of water. You know how many bodies they've dumped here over the past, like.
I like Willow Beach. That's my
Willow
favorite.
Beach. Oh, Willow Beach is great.
Yeah.
Is that Nelson's Landing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Nelson's Landing. I did like a 4-foot cliff jump.
Best. And that's nothing. And that, yeah.
He's like, he's Hawaiian and he's crazy as shit. And
Good.
It's the first one that ever took me hiking on Gold Strike. That was my first hike.
Yeah, I love that place. Yeah.
Gold Spike, whatever the fuck it's called. And then he took me on this like 40-foot cliff jump, and I'm like,
the best.
This is just what we'd be doing. We just parkouring all over.
Yeah, just jump and, you know, clinch.
My girl's like 90 pounds. She definitely hurt her ribs.
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
That's what I love about Vegas, honestly, like the fact that, you know, I shoot guns. We can go out to the desert and shoot guns. Mm-hmm. We can go snowboarding, wintertime, hiking, you know, mountain.
I'm down for every activity you named except anything in the snow.
Ooh.
Cold, I can't do the cold. Maybe one day. Maybe after I experience everything else in life, I'll be like, you know what, I want to go freeze
I'm going to
my
go snowboarding, yeah. I'm going to go snowboarding. And it's here, it's great. I mean, I think Lee Canyon's got bought out by another company. I don't know how that's going to go, but I haven't gone like the past 2 seasons. But yeah, outdoorsy stuff for sure. Another thing, just networking in general in Vegas, for sure.
A lot of opportunity.
A lot of opportunities. Everybody's, like rarely is someone from Vegas. They're always like, oh, I'm from Europe or Chicago or LA or whatever. And
it's funny because this is a lot of places like literal vacation. Like when you stay here for a while and you're like, damn, it's fucked up. Like this winter was horrible for me. Like this winter was so bad. We had like hail, snow. Like I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, it snows here, guys. It snows in Vegas. Like snow, like
Don't
snow.
Throw out your winter clothes.
Yeah. Seriously,
but
it gets
was
cold.
Like a shock for me, you know, and then I realized, like, now that it's nice, you realize again, like, okay, it's 90 every day, it's fucking sunny, it's nice. Like, this is some people's literal art. They're from Minnesota or from, like, the middle of nowhere, you know, so it's like, this is, like, a really nice.
And when it gets hot, it's hot. Not Arizona hot, but, like, hot.
Fuck Arizona, what a horrible place.
Like,
Vegas without a purpose. I can't. So, on the menu here, do you have something favorite that you like to make? Like that you personally like to make besides the ube French toast?
Yeah, I know, I love that French toast. The Taco Bell has been like one of my staples for like back then, just because I like the wonton tacos. You know, I've been a fan of that. Yeah, no, the Taco Bell is great. The chicken and waffles, my God. We have this sauce that it's like a garlic, you know, it's not so sweet, but spicy garlic sauce that comes with it, and it's fire.
What would you describe like your menu to be like? Because I know we're here.
Oh my gosh.
We're here for brunch, right? And you guys do a party.
Yeah.
Is it like a party brunch or is it just?
It's not a party brunch.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Like we're not Lavo. We're not trying to compete with Lavo.
Do you have a DJ or anything?
No, we had DJs before.
Okay.
But then we realized a lot of people started coming for the food, and you know, a lot of people that were like enjoying their meal, and they're like, I can't hear you. I'm trying to talk to my friend, you know.
Right.
And the DJ's there going at it, you know. And you know, and
like champagne showering.
Yeah, and
like, I'm just trying to eat.
And everyone's just trying to eat, you
Right.
know. And you know,
understandable.
For us, we're just like, let's just take it off for a while.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future, once we figure out like everything, we'll bring it back. But you know, even live music. But for now, let's just give people food.
Yeah, and a good experience.
Good food, good, you know, the quality of our food and stuff like that. I mean, again, we're not perfect. There's still a lot of things we need to work out.
I can understand because even inside, it's like it's comfortable, you know. But if you had a DJ, there would be like too loud.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, we have 70s, we have 60s and 70s music playing earlier.
I love 70s.
I was humming Earth Angel earlier, and I was like, oh.
I took my mom out dancing, and it was like her friend's band, and they played all like 70s and disco music.
Perfect.
She was having a ball.
Yeah. Honestly, I grew up in the wrong musical era. That's my jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you like
old
you like
school.
Funky Town? Or
Yeah.
Ring My Bell. That's my shit.
Anything from, like I'm Filipino.
Yeah.
And the thing about Filipinos, we like old school ballads, you know, soft rock stuff.
Okay.
Like people are still surprised that I'm a fan of Barry Manilow, who performs at the Westgate, by the way. Like
a lot of people perform.
And I haven't seen nobody's there. I see billboards, you know, and I haven't gone. And the thing is, like, I'd be so out of place, but I love Barry Manilow. Like, you know, I love his music. You know, I'm an old school guy. Like Sinatra, I love Sinatra.
Music knows no.
Yeah, nothing.
Culture or race or anything, you know, and that's why it's beautiful. It's universal. Music can be universal.
Yeah, but Filipinos is just love songs.
Question: why is it Filipino and Philippines spelled differently?
God, no one's ever asked me that. No one, and it's not like I've gotten high before and sat down and like, hold on, all right, why is it that why F's and why PH? Honestly, like. For me, that I'm thinking about it now, maybe the Filipino part is just from us, like directly from us when we speak it, and it's messed up because how it's spelled is not what we say also. So for Filipinos, your P's, what is it? Your F's, you know, becomes P's.
Okay.
Your V's or B's, vice versa.
Okay.
And that
so
accent's
would you like
really
Filipino,
or video is bijo. Bijo.
Okay.
You know, so it's.
I get that.
You could tell right away. Like if I
just was looking.
T-Mobile.
Like why? Why are they?
I call T-Mobile. Hello, like, oh Ate, what's up? Like I know you're Filipino. Like, can't fool me. Like, you know, hook me up. You know?
Do a lot of Filipinos come to Vegas?
A lot of Filipinos.
There's
are in
a lot
Vegas.
of Asian culture here.
There's a lot, but I think Filipinos are the most prominent. I want to say.
Not Thai?
I could be wrong. But Filipinos for sure.
Okay.
Just because if you tie in Hawaiian also, there's a lot of Filipino Hawaiians.
Right.
So Polynesian, Filipino, Islander, Pacific Islanders.
And shout out to Asian Pacific Heritage
all
Month.
day, yeah.
Yes,
Hell
you
yeah.
guys got a month now. Everyone's getting months, holidays, days, you know, like, hey, at least we're recognizing. Because some people are like, whatever, it's like that every day, you know, like Black History every day, my history every day. I'm like, okay, but you still have to acknowledge that the U.S. is now acknowledging it. Because before they didn't acknowledge shit about your culture.
They didn't.
You know, so embrace it and fucking enjoy it, and then take the fucking perks that come with it.
I saw these old, it was on Instagram, I saw this old thing where the Filipino guys would be like dating like white women back then. It was when, because the Philippines was a U.S. territory, I think at the time or something like that, and you know it was easier for Filipinos to come through, and you know, like San Francisco, there was like a ton of them, and it was crazy times. I mean, they look, you know, they're on disco outfits. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, so we've been around for a minute, you know.
What's your favorite thing about the Filipino culture?
We're all, not all, but 99% of us are pretty happy-go-lucky people. Rarely will you see Filipinos get really bogged down by something. You know what I mean? It's like, it's one of those like c'est la vie kind of things. Like, okay,
right?
You know?
You don't let shit bother you.
Yeah,
like let it flow.
You stay positive. You stay happy. We're happy people.
Nice.
we love food. Food is like the thing that brings everybody together. It's a big thing. No matter how many times you got beef with your family, you got a table full of food, nice spread, everyone's talking and grubbing. Like,
grateful.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like, food is our love language kind of thing. Like,
what's
for
the
Filipinos.
signature dish though?
There's a lot.
What's your mom cooking in the house time? Besides rice.
My mom's lumpias are bomb.
Okay.
Her pancit is bomb. The tinola, it's like a soup. Great. The kare-kare, that peanut butter soup.
Wow.
If you haven't had it, it's great.
I'm telling you, he got me on this kimchi fucking Brussels. I was like,
oh man, yeah,
that was good.
Korean, but still good.
Sorry.
No, I'm not a fan of Brussels unless you fry them. So you got this nice crispy texture to it, and then you add a nice sauce with a kick, and it makes sense to add kimchi with it. So
in a Filipino household, you're basically is there tiers, like in the Hawaiian household it's a little bit like grandfather, grandmother.
Oh, same thing. Yeah, respect your elders. Yeah, okay. Respect your elders.
So it's basically just everyone at the table just chopping it up, food out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell everybody right now, like, if you meet a Filipino elder, just take their hand, put it over your forehead, say mano po. It's like a respect thing, A lot
Mano what?
Mano po. It's like you're asking for blessing kind of thing. So every time, like, my friends come and they bring their grandmothers, I'll come in and I'll put their hand, or like the back of their hand on my forehead. It's a sign of respect. And for our culture, for them, it's a big deal. Like, oh my gosh, like he's been raised right. Or, he's still in tune with our culture. So for everybody, just if you come across an elderly Filipino person, just
mano po,
take their hand, put it on your forehead. It's a respect thing. That's all it is, And it, my younger cousins, some of them I know don't do it because we have to like nudge them, like, hey, go,
right.
Do that, So it's one of those things where it's starting to go away, but we should
the right
keep up with
taught.
it.
Yeah,
we should keep up with it. It's one of the things that makes us legit.
It's nice though that you guys have that, like, that's something I didn't grow up with, was like a big family dynamic. So whenever I would like go eat at people's houses and they ate with their family, it was like super weird for me. I'm like, you guys sit at your dining table and like,
and
like,
talk.
We might do this like on Thanksgiving maybe, but like we still all hate each other. It's not like, it's so different in other people's cultures, I feel. So, and I grew up with so many different cultures. It wasn't like just one, that I feel like we didn't celebrate any of them.
Yeah.
Because we were all so different that it's like no one even we didn't like target anything. We just didn't even bring it out, And I didn't even start getting into my culture until like this past year when I started trying to learn Spanish.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
I need to learn Spanish. Gosh.
It's actually a lot easier.
I know. Yeah. I just haven't really.
How you switch the V and all that. It's the same thing in Spanish.
Yeah.
Well, depending on if you're in like Spain or whatever, but that's also hard too because the dialects are so different.
They're different, I got you.
Yeah, Nicaragua, that's where my dad lives, but he will never want to talk to a Puerto Rican ever because they fucking hate their slang. Like they don't even talk proper Spanish.
I think in most Asian countries, it's very common when they discriminate against their own people.
That's like, I've learned that about all cultures though. It doesn't matter
it does not matter.
And I'm like,
why? They do.
We're already being discriminated against. Why are we gonna do it in our own fucking culture?
They do, and it's funny, like,
That's why I like that I have a diverse group of people that I've grown up with and always been around, no matter what culture. It's like everyone just loves each other. There's no we've never saw anything different.
We're probably one of the easiest Asians to get along with, Pacific Islanders. Yeah, because we're not difficult.
Hawaiians are a little angrier, I have to say. The men, at least.
Hawaiians, oh man.
But I love them. They're awesome. They remind me of Jersey people too.
Yeah, we have family in Hawaii. I know. I can see that. I can see that. Yeah.
It's not
that they're angry. It's just they're just like Filipinos, right? When they're laughing and they hit like, oh my god. Oh my god. And they're laughing with each other. They're very physical when they laugh with their joy, right? Physical with their joy, right? So, I think Hawaiians just taking it to
and if they don't like you,
Yeah, exactly. And they're straight up. And that's what's not to like about that?
That's what I'm saying. Hey, that's what we're talking about.
Straight to the cheers to that,
Yep.
Straight to the point,
Okay, so food style here. I know you don't want to put yourself in a box, but what would you describe the menu if people are like, all right, what am I what do I want to eat tonight?
We started out as a Japanese Mediterranean thing with, you know, with my background in food, with Chef Todd's specialties. So, and it kind of evolved into this thing where we threw Korean and Japanese flavors in there, and now we threw some Filipino flavors in there, and it was just difficult to get away from because everybody was enjoying it.
Right.
It would be as close as to Asian fusion, but that's so generic, and this menu isn't really generic, and it's a lot.
Yeah, because it's like,
it's a lot.
When I hear Asian fusion, I told you I don't really eat a lot of Asian food because I'm like, all I can get is rice and vegetables in my mind usually, or like teriyaki.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I always like perceived it as, but now I'm like realizing there's so many different things.
Oh yeah, you got like your teriyaki based sauce, you got like your soy citrus sauces, like there's so many things to play with, and now you're introducing Korean and Filipino flavors in there.
I needed Chef Roman in my life is what I needed to try something new, because he got me on those kimchi Brussels sprouts. I was shocked.
Kimchi sprouts, my
I was
God.
shocked that I could handle those. They were good.
My God.
And he made me my own special roll last time. Crab asparagus.
Yeah.
That shit was so good.
You got a special roll, huh?
Yes, I got a special roll. Because I'm picky. I only like I don't like fish. I like seafood, but I don't like the fish part.
This one I got blue crab, right?
Yes. What's your favorite kind of roll?
That's the Thai for sushi.
Huh?
I've been
No
doing
sushi?
this like since '97, you know?
Oh, wow.
Every day, checking taste.
Do you still eat sushi?
Not really.
Not really.
I like more like a pizza and steak.
Pizza?
Yeah.
Where's your favorite pizza spot?
Oh, here?
Yeah.
In the Jones and Flamingo.
Okay.
That's the name.
I need a good pizza spot. I'm from Jersey.
Very good pizza here.
Yeah. Making my special roll.
I'm gonna deep fry this one. So
Yay! Deep fried that?
Yeah,
So
I'm a big fan of blue crab. I love blue crab.
What's your signature dish here?
God, there's no signature dish. Is that? No, alright, so that's a lie. Because now our signature dish for brunch would be our ube stuffed French toast. And, you know, thank you for all the influencers. Jen, Vegas Starfish, thank you for putting us on blast, because of her and a bunch of other influencers, man, it's blown up. Like, everyone comes here for that French toast.
So the ube is what specifically?
It's a purple potato, like from the Philippines. It's sweet and it's like taro. It's not taro, but it's not taro.
I haven't had that either.
You'll see what I mean. Yeah, it's good. And the thing is, it's not overly sweet. It's not overpowering.
You, like, doing the thing in it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like,
Yeah,
that's the ube.
Yeah, it's a cream.
But it looks like a cream.
It's a cream. Yeah, cream ube. Yeah, you get that flavor, the concentrate. You put it in there, and then we also make a glaze out of it. So you're getting all that ube flavor, but it's not overpowering. It's not sweet.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Good. What's your name?
Romeo.
You want to be on camera, Romeo?
I don't mind it.
Okay. Hi. Nice to see you. We're here at Pepper Club. About to make some banging food. I'm excited. What's your favorite thing to make?
My favorite thing? The French toast.
Everyone's on this ube. Okay, I got you.
Well, it's the best thing. You got
Yeah.
the pretty colors.
Right, and purple's my favorite color.
Okay.
Yes.
I like that. Mine's green, so I can't agree on that.
Green? I like green. Money green, weeds green.
That's why I love
You
money.
know? Oh, that's a big bread.
That's gonna go for a while. Ron, you wanna drop some chicken from scratch? Just show dropping the fresh chicken. Right. Yeah.
This is your close-up. You're a superstar.
Amazing. Hey, dude, you're happy material, bro. You're happy material.
Yes, mi esposo. You have to have some talent. I had this one guy, he's like, I can't cook, I can't roll a blunt. I'm like, what can you do? What the fuck can you do? Yeah. I'm like, get out the kitchen, you're in the way.
The French toast batter it's just the basic, basic as basic as we can get
and
it.
You got Spam on here. That's how I know you.
Oh my God, I love Spam, and it's funny because Spam is not for a lot of people it's still a derogatory meat, right? You know what I mean? It's like derogatory, like.
But y'all grew up on that
Spam?
shit.
Yeah. I love Spam. I love Vienna sausages. Like that's my shit.
My girl said, my girl Ua, she said that now it's so expensive in stores, but it used to be so cheap. And it's like, how is Spam $5 a can? Like what the fuck?
It's insane. It's freaking insane, but it's so good. And it's funny because there's people that come in and they're like, they're like, oh my gosh, that's Spam on the menu. There's Spam on the menu, and they're looking at the place and they're like, this doesn't match. So it's you're welcome. Now people are like, oh my gosh, we're putting Spam on, Spam sponsor us, gosh,
right?
man, please.
I had Spam. I made so actually when I was doing YouTube, I was doing food videos randomly, and I did. So one of the culture videos I did was how to be Hawaiian. Right? I did how to be Italian, how to be Hawaiian, and I was doing culture videos with my friends that were from different cultures.
Right.
So I never met a Hawaiian person until I moved to Vegas. I've never met someone in Jersey that was Hawaiian. It's like you either met Italian people, Black, Spanish, but some Asian. That's about it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I want to do a thing and make some food. So he's like, all right, we're gonna make Spam musubi.
Ooh.
So we did a whole thing. He showed me how to make it. We made the Spam sushi roll, and then my girl was doing her, her hula dancing. She's like a professional hula dancer. So I made a whole YouTube video out of it. It was pretty dope. And that's when I first ever tried Spam. It wasn't bad. It kind of just tasted like ham a little bit. It's like a hammy.
It's honestly it's a mystery meat that everybody
it's like a hot
still
dog.
enjoys. Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't make me feel bad.
Exactly. And honestly, Spam, for me, it's the stuff that I grew up with, and it brings everybody back. So people that eat Spam is sort of.
Speaking of Spam.
Yeah. Spam.
We're just talking about Spam musubi.
Yeah.
Regan, this is Chef Allen.
Regan, nice
Appreciate
to meet
you, brother. Hell yeah, nice to meet you.
I was just talking about you. We talked about 40-foot jumps at Nelson's Landing. We talked about Spam musubi. You look skinny as shit.
Yeah, fucking we ran
Have a seat. You're not in the camera. You're good.
Yeah. We actually have a Spam fried rice for dinner.
Spam fried rice.
Spam fried rice
on the menu.
And I need to get you guys a dinner menu, but it's called Joseph Fried Rice. And it's spelled just like that, Joseph Fried Rice. As homage to Joe Coy, because we're all, the whole kitchen is a fan of Joe Coy. And to make it, Filipino based, we added the Spam. We have fresh calamansi juice, 100% calamansi juice we added. So we have a toyo mansi in it, which is like a soy and calamansi, and there's cabbage in there, tomatoes. It's very Filipino.
I use calamansi for drinks.
Hell yeah.
Big drink.
Hell yeah.
It's like a citrus.
Yeah.
Very tiny citrus.
It's a really tiny citrus. Strong, very sharp. Yeah. So it's a very popular dish, and we serve it on a Cool Whip container. Just to go with the skit, right? It's funny. It makes sense,
Right.
I wanted to get it done, actually go to someone that can manufacture me actual
Solid,
solid bowls, but in the shape of a Cool Whip container.
I'm sure there is, dude.
There is, but right now, I think we tried to get it, and it was gonna take 7 months or something like that. So I was like, fuck it, let's go to Target and buy Just buy a shit ton of 16-ounce Cool Whip tubs.
Yeah.
And then that's what we use. You know, we'll clean it. That's what we use for our how we serve it. You know?
I mean, it's good because you have to have something different, you know, like for people to come back, right? They're going to remember it.
It's good and it's just funny, you know.
Yeah, they're
it's
gonna
just
remember
funny,
it.
like, you know. And I want it to be like I want Joe Coy here eating his rice.
Right.
You know, and the thing is, he has his own rice, so I really need to look into that. Someone said that to me like a couple days ago, that he has his own brand of rice.
Oh, really?
So
Who's Joe Coy?
He's
Joe
a
Coy,
Filipino comedian.
Filipino-American comedian.
Okay.
Check out his Netflix specials, amazing.
He goes to Hawaii. He's so funny.
He's from Vegas. He's from Vegas.
He actually had a shabu shabu restaurant
Yeah.
that closed down.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
that was in Village Sahara.
Right
yeah.
in Summerlin area.
Exactly.
It was so good.
Yeah, it was good.
Then after COVID, I went and they were closed.
Right next to it, a Jollibee,
Yeah.
which also closed.
Yeah. Maybe just that whole area.
Yeah, that whole area. Yeah, it's just no, but it's just to pay homage to the guy and you know what he's sort of done for like our community, and also you know putting our culture on blast and the stuff he grew up with. I mean, everybody can relate, whether you're Hispanic or Filipino. Like it works because it's the same shit, you know, and it's great. Yeah, it works. So I just want him to be. His mom was here. His mom's been here. You know, we gave her the fried rice, so she loved it, and it'd be cool for him to actually be here and enjoy the rest of the food. It'd be tight. Yeah.
You hear that? Come on in.
Please.
So when did you first get into cooking? Like how young were you when you first started making food?
It was in high school. We were there was a sushi restaurant near where I lived called Obi Sushi. It's not around anymore. But I was just sort of helping them out, you know. And it's one of those things where you start from the bottom, where you're dishwashing and you're helping with prep, and then you're working on the line to help out. And then for me, I got into sushi because I love anime. You know, I love anime, and I love like you know Japanese culture and you know that side of it. And when I found out what sushi chefs had to go through, you know, it reminded me of like you know samurais and stuff like that. So for me, it was like, oh my gosh, like modern day samurais, like you know. Please, here you go.
Where's yours?
Oh, let me get mine too. Yeah.
I know you ain't done yet.
Yeah, and for me, I'm just like, man, I want to get into that. Like, I want to wave a sword around and shit. You know?
Samurai fruit.
You know what I mean?
This is before Fruit Ninja.
Exactly, pre-Fruit Ninja, and that's kind of what got me into sushi in the beginning. And it, you know, I learned how to roll it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a sushi chef. And then when you come to Vegas, it kind of changes the game because it's like, oh shit, that kind of woke me up when I moved to Vegas. You know, I'm thinking like I'm some hotshot guy who knows how to roll like really well. Nope, it's like 1%. Sorry, it's like 1% only of becoming a sushi chef. You know, there's more to it. And it's not just cutting fish. It's not even just making decorations. It's like how you care for it, your nigiri, how you're cutting sashimi. You know, using every part of a fish. Uncle Johnny, I'll put you on blast too. One of the best teachers I've ever had. Uncle Johnny and Taka San from Yellowtail at you know Chef Akira's spot, where I picked up all the stuff, and I'm grateful for you know Chef Akira, Uncle Johnny, Taka San, all of them. Gio, my brother, you know he's doing really well in Dubai right now. But we all kind of went through this thing where we were hungry. We were the young, hungry guys that you know, and we had good guidance. So we were those guys that would show up early, do our prep, do our chef's prep, so that when they arrive, they have nothing left to do but teach us. That was our thing. And we would always have this phrase like in the back of our heads, and we always talk about it, like he's forgotten more than we've ever learned. And it's mind-blowing when you really think about it. Like, you know, this guy's forgotten more stuff than I've ever learned in terms of like techniques and knowledge about sushi. That's insane. So the idea behind it is just keep chasing it, because you'll never perfect it, but there's so much more to learn, and it shows. Like, I've seen this guy just like literally like doo, 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 and his knife is sharp. Like, he spends like 1 minute on the stone, and I've seen guys like go at it for 5 minutes, you know. And I'm grateful that I'm able to do that now. Just like, you know, a couple strokes and my knife's back to where it's supposed to be. But back then, I've seen guys go at it and it's still not sharp. But Uncle Johnny just and perfect. You can shave your
So
arm
he was
hair
like a
from
big
it.
mentor, like in
Huge,
cooking. Yeah.
huge for me, and you know, Chef Akira, especially on the business side too. Like, you know, I try. Part of the reason why I even have my own sake is because Chef Akira, someone I looked up to, had his own sake. Like, dang, I want to do that. I want to be like that. And you know, for me, you know, looking up to someone like that, it's like, why can't I follow his blueprint? You know, I want to have my own sake. That'd be cool.
That's what I said about my wheat strain.
Right.
And I'm like, why can't I do it?
Yeah, and it's not even like, yeah.
I know people that can do it.
Right,
Why
and it's not about the money, even though it's nice, you know, it's not about the money. It's like, just to
Mine.
say that we did it and we have it, and it's connected to my anime company, Otakuruma, check it out.
Yeah.
We have stickers also, awesome. And just to say we have it and we did it, that's what it comes down to, right? I mean, it's very fulfilling, and it's like, oh cool, I get to enjoy something that I like made, and it's good, and I like it, and it's clean, and I can eat it and drink it with whatever, you know, so yeah.
What are you enjoying making, like, on a daily basis for yourself, or like something big, like maybe you make it
I'll tell you right
one
now,
time a month, and you're like, I'm getting my knives out. Like, what do you?
Cooks, chefs, we rarely eat. It's weird, but we rarely eat. Seriously, there's days where I would just, not days, but like within a shift, I don't eat because you don't get hungry. Like, you're trying this, trying
But
that.
aren't you always worried about if the person likes it? You're just not worried about
yeah.
it.
So you're tasting. You're
Yeah.
constantly tasting. You're not really sitting down and eating. And when I do, it's usually like, for example, someone makes something, right? Like a small family meal for the staff, right? So I'll go back there and they'll hand me a bowl. That bowl is gone in 20 seconds, yo. A whole bowl. And I think back then, like, cooks and chefs learned how to inhale their food, because we don't have the luxury of sitting there for 30 minutes. Like, I get it, you know, labor laws.
Industry people have a different, like,
right, I
when
get
we
it.
eat, because we're used to eating in the beer cooler, we're eating behind a table, like, where you can't even eat during shift sometimes, so
For
you're
us,
just like shoving your face.
Man, go to the back, Asian squat it, boom, 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 done. 2 minutes, you know, break, you know.
That's how I was too, working 3 jobs.
Yeah.
I don't have time to eat, but when I do, I'm shoving this empanada right down my throat.
Yeah, I completely understand when I just hired 2 new guys, and they're old school guys, and you know, when we were talking about how, like, man, it's so hard to tell somebody, just to ask them for something simple like, hey, you dropped something, can you, make sure it goes into the trash. And it's like, why are you yelling at me? kind of thing. Like, it's insane. It's the industry's different, definitely different.
Yeah.
Everyone's a little extra sensitive. Everyone's
It's not the industry. I told you it's the West Coast.
it's the West Coast. Yeah, everyone's snowflakes, you know.
Going back to anime.
Okay.
What's the definition of anime? Just Japanese cartoons?
Yeah, it's Japanese animation, and a lot of people are like, oh, it's for kids. We don't like it. Trust me, it is not.
Animation. Okay.
It is not for kids. It is. The storylines are amazing. Some of the best movies now are from anime. Like, the storyline. I mean, like, you know, it.
So was Digimon and Pokemon, was that anime?
Technically, it's still, it was anime. Yeah,
okay.
Technically,
gotcha.
Yeah. Pokemon is still a classic. I mean, apparently Ash just won, like, the world championship, whatever time, and you know, obviously I haven't caught up with it, but that's amazing because I was there when he started, you know, and now we get to see it, you know. But it's honestly, for me, anime, it wakes you up a little bit. There's certain anime out there that speaks to you, and it's not for everybody. I'll attest to that. But there's certain anime out there that has underlying themes and meanings. And for example, my favorite, Gurren Lagann, means nothing. It was what they named this robot, and as the fact that there's a mecha in it and all this other stuff, whatever. But the theme behind it was the human spirit. How far can someone go if they don't give up, and if they keep believing, and no matter how much pressure they got and how much, like, the world is, like, on top of you, as long as you don't give up and you keep pushing through, like, you'll get past it. And it's just an anime that shows the exaggeration of that, you know. Like, this is what happens when you are able to reach, you know, lengths that you've never reached.
Character.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Pierce the heavens, you know. That's like one of the things in that anime, and it's, to this day, it's still my favorite. Like, it that speaks to me the most. Like, the main character in that anime, Kamina, like, I always try to think, like, oh man, this guy would.
So it's like kind of a superhero.
Yes, like, no, it does, but in a more realistic term, because, you know, it's not like a regular cartoon where, like, here there's death, You know, there's love.
So it's not all
yeah, it's not for kids.
roses, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, obviously Japanese anime. You know, there's a little bit of, you know, on the adult side. you know.
So when I was working at my old office, like my assistant,
Yeah.
he got in trouble.
Some lewd stuff.
He was
yeah.
like, he was, I guess he was watching anime porn the whole time sitting next to me in the office, and I didn't know. He was like 18, and I'm like, hey, you done with those contracts? And I didn't even know it was a thing. Like, I didn't even know that, like, I'm like, anime porn? I didn't know that was a thing.
There was an anime convention here called Sumikan. Marv, I love you, brother. We're putting it on. Sumikan. It was the first 18 and up anime convention in Vegas, and it was successful and it was awesome. And it's a way to kind of put the lewd stuff out, like lewd merchandise and stuff like that. It's a
world.
Yeah, it's a different world in the anime world. Like, there's the anime world, and that's a small section of it, right? Or maybe not so small, but a section, you know. But there's definitely an appeal to it when it comes to the storyline, and I feel like people continue to watch it because of the story it's trying to tell, or the lesson that it's trying to you know, give to the viewers. It does speak to you, and that's why I like hero animes, because it's one of those things where it's like developmental, and you see a guy who was struggling, but through hard work and not giving up and going through challenges and failing,
what it means behind it, yeah.
Failing and then succeeding and failing.
That's why I said it could be a warrior anime.
Emo.
That was always Ina.
Yeah, there's so many stories like that in the anime world that it's, you know, it's what we have in common for a lot of us here. And
for someone who is not into anime, like, how do you have any suggestions? Because I don't know nothing about that.
To start, man, there's a lot. I mean, top three, easy top three to watch for storyline and animation would probably be, like, I like classics, so, you know, Cowboy Bebop, Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, not the original Brotherhood. Even though the original was amazing, Brotherhood did an amazing job. You know, Attack on Titans, My Hero, Naruto. If you're going classic, you go Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. My God, Dragon Ball Z is still like if you're at the gym and you're not thinking like Goku, like, are you kidding me? Like, you're wasting your time, you know? Because that was his mentality. Like, keep it pushing, you know. So.
This is some good sake.
Thank you. No, I appreciate that. Thank you. Film everything and then do your editing.
Everything's edited, yeah, that's the beauty of it.
What website do you guys on? What website are you guys on?
FatedTruth.com. Faded Truth?
Faded.
Faded.
Oh.
Yeah, that's me.
So you got poached eggs coming over?
Okay,
I'll give you a card. Yeah, I'll give you a card.
Yes, she's got the salmon right now.
Right, exactly. Oh, that's your little Benedict?
Now I'm coming over with the poached eggs.
Okay. So why are they poached? Just because they're boiled?
They have with water and the vinegar.
Poached soft, poached hard.
They have a runny yolk in them?
There's the yolk in here, so it's poached soft.
It just cooks that way because we put vinegar in the water, so it makes it cook white and maintain it in that. And when you just slice it, it just all the yolk falls out.
Gotcha. Yeah, I love a good runny yolk on like a sandwich, but salmon's a little too fishy for me.
I know. Some people are like, I always recommend to do it because people don't know us, but we could ask for it to put on the flat for a little bit, just pre-cook it.
Oh, okay.
Then serve it hot. It tastes a little bit better.
What do you got the garnish on that side?
Come right over here. I'm gonna garnish it.
The microwave's at the bottom.
Just a little greenery for me.
Little greenery, the weed.
Wow.
Ah!
Amazing.
That's it? Where's the mark? Oh,
You gotta do a design.
there you go.
You doing a sauce?
Beautiful.
Yep.
You gotta do a whole new one.
Yes, beautiful. Thank you. Do you remember your first time getting like super high?
I do, actually. It was at a party in Virginia. It was at a warehouse. A bakery, in fact. People that come into mind, a brother of mine, Carl Munson. Long time ago. I don't know if he has a good job right now. I shouldn't be mentioning this, but it was a volcano. It was an old school volcano. It was an old school volcano, right?
If anyone sees this and wants to buy me a volcano, that would be my amazing gift.
I definitely want to try it. But it was a volcano, and it was like this contraption that put everything in a bag, and you just yeah. And I remember sitting with like two people that weren't my close friends. They were like there for the party, and we started talking about I think like if you met yourself like from another universe and your doppelganger self, stupid shit like that.
Right.
And it became interesting, and the topics jumped, like the tangent on high talks.
Right.
you know how that goes.
Thoughts, though,
you know how that goes? Yeah. Ideas. Great ideas.
Great ideas.
Great ideas. And not remembering them the next day that's what I remember. And I remember, eating a lot. That was like
the munchies. I had munchies probably for like a good first like 4 years I smoked.
Yeah.
And then after I started competing, I had to get rid of it. Like I couldn't when I was competing in fitness, I couldn't like drink.
Yeah.
You had to pick one. It's like you couldn't drink, but you could smoke. And I'm like, all right, well if I smoke, I can't eat because I'm supposed to be dieting. So I would just like trying to like cancel out my munchies.
That's tough.
So I'm a professional now. Like I smoke so much that I don't even get munchies. I'm just a natural hungry person, I think.
I think I still get it. I feel like I still get it. Yeah.
There's certain strains though that make you super hungry.
Yeah.
I realize it's the terpenes that you have in them.
Yes,
Sometimes
exactly.
It makes you like eat everything. As far as what we're gonna order today, I want to kind of just like we already talked about French toast, so we can order that, and we already talked about the tacos, so we can order that, and then
chicken and waffles.
Put that in. We should get the chicken and waffles too.
Our avocado toast.
Priscilla, I love. Can you share that menu?
I love avocado toast. That's I told myself if I ever do a brunch menu, I have to have avocado. I love avocado toast.
I just haven't gotten into avocado. Like it's good on things, I guess, but like I don't taste anything. It's just like a tasteless thing to me.
It won't be tasteless with ours. Don't worry.
I trust you.
Edible, girl. But these are the ones that they put avocado toast. They're edible flowers.
They put it with what?
That's what goes on top of avocado toast. They're edible flowers. So you can just try them and
Tastes like a flower.
Tastes like a flower. Tastes like a plant.
you could just do that and think it's Tinkerbell.
I'm Xena.
Okay.
Call me not Tinkerbell. Look, this is my Tinkerbell though. You look a little Tinkerbell.
Little fairy.
You know what? She gives me more of a look at the best friend of Wednesday. The little werewolf.
Oh, la güerita?
La güerita.
Oh, wow, thanks.
Sushi is also on the table. Do you guys want to try something on sushi? Of course.
I'll do my normal.
I like our sushi. We do 2 omakase boxes every week. They're ultimately like a mystery box that we get, and we don't know what it is until like the day of. And it's usually seasonal, fresh fish from Japan with Ocean Providence. So Kyle, thank you for that, for hooking that up. And it's random. And we have a choice because you can either do it sashimi style, where we cut up everything up and put it in a huge platter, or we can do the mabrasa, which is a non-electric wood charcoal oven that thing's pushing like 400, 500, 600 degrees. Like literally like less than 10 minutes. That fish is perfect, crispy skin, inside's nice, soft and juicy. So yeah, we going hard on the fish. And it's like exotic fish that you've never tried.
And that's like the one thing I don't eat is fish, because I had a bad experience with salmon like when I was younger, and I just could never taste fish again.
We need to get you in here.
I did like the mahi that I had in Mexico. That was fresh out the ocean, so maybe that was
seriously.
But yeah, me and fish are like,
Oh
I'll
my
take
god.
the crabs. I'll take my
Yes,
usual.
your blue crab, asparagus, deep
Tempura.
fried tempura with some sauce.
Yes.
We have a roll similar to that called the Captain Jack. It's spiced tuna, avocado, deep fried. It's very simple. It's very simple. And people are like, oh my god, we're paying this much for it. It's fucking delicious, yo. Like, it's great. It's a solid ass roll.
I'm excited to eat.
Oh wow, easy peasy.
Yeah.
What roll is this?
Hamabiche.
Wow.
Miss Waterbay. Ah! Look at this smorgasbord. Wow.
Y'all got a spread.
Whoa, shit.
Looking good. All right, Chef Roman. It's been real. Thank you so much for feeding me. Like, you don't understand. I got like 6 stomachs.
I appreciate you.
That's why I brought my one piece, because I'm like, now I can maybe go jump in that pool.
Do it. Oh my god, do it. No, this was awesome. I was still kind of nervous, you know.
You did good. Yeah, you got all your nerves the first time.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We had a whole interview before
Right?
for 3 hours. I'm like, this is exactly what we're gonna do on this camera.
It was still nerve-wracking for me. Just being on camera, period. I think, you know.
You get used to it.
Yeah.
What I had to get over was my voice. Like, once I started hearing my voice at first, I'm like, oh my god, this is horrible. And then I'm like, whatever, fuck it. Everyone knows it. They can hear my nasal shit from any world, any country. You can hear me and know it's me.
Man.
But I appreciate the hospitality. Thank you for having us at the Pepper Club. It's fucking beautiful out here. I love it.
I'm grateful and thank you.
Great service.
Thank you for coming. Casey, say hi. Hello, everyone.
I need a video or a photo of you or something. You look so cool.
Oh, I just noticed your earrings too.
There you go.
So freaking cool, Case. So freaking cool.
Shout out to the sake. Shout out to the Pepper Club. You can find us downtown, right? What are our cross streets?
Downtown, Main Street and First and Coolidge actually would be good, because if you go on the Main Street side, that's just the hotel, but the Pepper Club is actually on First and Coolidge.
Okay.
Come through, please. You know, mention this, and we'll hook you up.
Yes. There you go. Faded Truth. Get a discount. What's your hours?
We're open from every single day. We have brunch, 7 to 3, every single day. I know. 3 to 5, we have happy hour. And then on the weekends, it's 5 to 11, Friday, Saturday, and then every other day is 5 to 10. So. Nice.
So you're here a lot.
I'm here a lot.
That's cool. Every day, because randomly you're like, I want to go to brunch, and then you're like, well, where are we gonna go? It's not Sunday. So I can always go to Pepper Club.
It's our way to have an excuse to drink all the time.
I mean, we've been drinking since like 8, 9 a.m.
You know,
so
Jesus.
Here we go.
Hell yeah.
Parties roll in. Looks like bachelorette hangovers.
Yep.
Yes.
EDC crowd.
Bloody Marys all the way. All right, it's been real, Chef Roman.
I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
This was awesome.
And I was going to say, I can't do that. You're not a grandma.
Oh. Not an elder.
All right, y'all. Thanks for being here. Make sure you check out the Pepper Club in Las Vegas. Banging food, banging people, banging drinks, banging atmosphere. And I appreciate y'all being here, supporting the growth. Until next time, peace.
Later.